Hey, things are not as bad as you think they are. You know, I was born right before World War II. And compared to uh, a guy you don't like winning the election, your troubles are zero. Now, when I was a little kid, there was a guy called Adolf Hitler, and he was taking over, gobbling down countries in Europe like there were no borders. He would just march over into Alsace and take over a big chunk of France. He would march across the border into Austria and take that over. And then he would negotiate with English representatives, and they would give him Czechoslovakia. And now here I am in the U.S. I'm just a little kid, but Daddy says, "Oh my God, if Hitler takes over Britain, which he has to do because he has 4 times the population and 5 times the weapons, and England had only a navy, but nothing to speak of in the way of army or defenses or cannons. Okay, so if Hitler takes over Great Britain, in those days, Canada was a colony of Great Britain. So all Hitler has to do is send his troops over, and he has a 3,000 mile, that's more than 6,000 kilometer open border. And he can cross at any point he wants and take over the United States. All right. So you're a person in the United States. Guess what? If you're a leftist, and I would say at least a third of the Americans were, you might say, communist disposed. Guess what Hitler had in mind for you? Death. If you were, you didn't have to be transsexual or talk about, having a transplant of your genital organ. You just had to be ordinary, good old gay or lesbian. That's what Hitler had in mind for you. If you were black, if you were anything but Aryan and pure German, you were dead. And I had an intellectual auntie in England at that time, who was very much opposed to giving Hitler what he wanted. She said it was like you don't satisfy a hungry wolf by giving him raw meat. Of course, you give them raw meat, they want more. And she said something I didn't really see till much later, but this was right before the war. She says, whatever Hitler has, he's going to want more. He said if he controls the United States and Canada and Europe and all of Russia, you know what he's going to do? He's going to find some little group of good Germans, good Aryan Germans in Patagonia. In Patagonia, that's the, kind of a forgotten part of South America. And he's going to say they need rescuing. And he's going to send in the Luftwaffe and the paratroops, because the song of the day was today Germany and tomorrow the world. Okay, so getting back to our subject is, you feel so bad because, well, maybe you feel bad because Trump won the election. Maybe you feel good. But if you're in the group that feels so bad, that's nothing compared to the possibility that an alien nation is going to take over your country and kill you. What's there to worry about? In fact, in my opinion, life will go on pretty much the same as it always has. And probably all these tariffs and stuff will encourage more production back here in the United States. And there'll be the usual turmoil and problems. But basically, probably under Trump, life will get a little bit better than it has been. And that's my opinion. But even if things are pretty much the same, it's nothing compared to what the poor folks in Ukraine are going through. They had a home yesterday and now they have a bombed out shell. They had their relatives yesterday and now they're all dead. Okay, that's serious stuff. No reason to get all bombed out of shape and bent out of shape is the word, and be a crybaby just because your favorite candidate lost the election. And that's the message for today. See you later.